Hello trainers, Neto here, and today we're diving back into Psychic-type with the fastest team that you can use. This team is super fast, and yes, I hate my elo, so I had to destroy it down. Today we're diving into Psychic-type with not only the fastest team but perhaps the most riskiest one, so we're just gonna go all in here with our Latios up against the Victini. And since I wanted to fulfill this sentence before my Latios was gonna go down, yeah, I already lost that bet. So anyways, Dark Pulse here from my Deoxys gonna go down in the process because those two are gonna be extremely glassy, and right after we have to reach to that Heavy Slam to finish off the remaining HP that Gardevoir is having. At this point I know that they have back-to-back moves, and if I can get to the CMP we might lose it, but still with the shield we can still get to the Heavy Slam, and because of the debuff we're still gonna be able to grab this victory for our team. Into the next one now with a Slowking up in front. Horrible lead scenario that we cannot switch out at all. So at this point all we have to do is to stay in here with our Bronzong. So for this backline, which is extremely glassy, I wanted a lead Pokemon that can still go pretty rough even against its opponents and the hardest counters that it might have. So yeah, Bronzong absolutely can help on that matter with Feint Attack as its fast attack. So over here we're gonna go down to that simple foul play, and right after we will try to keep that shield alive for our end game Pokemon. So Latios at this point will be able to grab that final shield out of play, and all I want to do here is to get that foul play on my Latios down with going one shot, and right after I will try to completely farm down with my Deoxys. So in order to do so we're just gonna go ahead and try to completely farm down in the process that pure Rapidash. Look at the damage output, but still they can get there to that charge attack to finish us off, which is an absolute nightmare for us. And now we're just gonna go down in a very close battle overall. Into the next one now with a Victini up in front, and yeah, Bronzong is not gonna have a great time up against that Pokemon. All we can do though is to try and do some cheap damage with our Heavy Slam before they reach to the Recreate. So I will try to catch one big nuke here to my Latios, and even though that move is not very effective, we're still gonna take so much damage. Anyways, Bronzong now can return to the battle against their own Bronzong, and this is looking kinda scary for us because we need to take out this Pokemon as soon as possible. Our poison jabs will not do a lot of damage to that Bronzong, so we have to take note of that because attack from Deoxys is very fragile. So at this point we're gonna go down to the Recreate, and I want to just farm down completely with my poison jabs. What do they have at the back? It is gonna be the Rapidash, and unfortunately we cannot complete the farm down. Yes, we're gonna lose a lot on this video. Into the next one now with a Malamar up in front, and all we have to do here is to take this foul play while we can answer back at them with a heavy hitting payback. As soon as this Pokemon is out of the way, perhaps we can have kind of a chance up against them. They want to block though, which is kinda fine by me since now I can go in with Deoxys resisting those Psycho Cuts, and already we can take a lot of damage from this very bad offensive move. So right after we can farm down by spending only one shield. The poison jab damage is absolutely insane, and after getting to a simple Psycho Boost we can get one more Psycho Boost for the end game. So all I want to do here is to go in to the battle with my Latios and start doing some solid work up against them. So charging up as much as I can, and look at that trainers. Dragoncle is gonna take out this Pokemon. At the back they have the Slowbro, and I want to get to that CMP. I know that they do not need a lot of poison jabs to get to the surf, so here comes the move and down we go. Of course we have one Psycho Boost ready to be unleashed from our Pokemon, and that is gonna be the end game for this battle since we got a nuke to obliterate down even from 100 HP scale this Pokemon. Into the next one now, and we're having up in front this amazing very bad lead on the face of Victini. So Bronzong here will try to get that Recreate, which is not that great, and down we go in one shot. Now at the back they have the Claydol, and I cannot expect a lot of things other than going for the Dragon Claw. They can still survive to my surprise with a lot of HP remaining, so I cannot farm down in the process. Scorching Suns is coming up, and unfortunately we have to spend the shield on this occasion because the ground typing is not the best one that we can get up against our Deoxys. So Dragon Claw here is gonna take the shield. I want to completely farm down here with my Deoxys, but it all depends on what they have as their final Pokemon. It is gonna be this Malamar, so I have to get here to the Dark Pulse. Perhaps they let it go through. No, they do not. They know better, and down we go to that foul play. So yeah, this is obviously a very good battle for my opponent. Into the next one now, and we're having up in front a Gardevoir. Finally a very good lead that we can work on, or at least I hope so, because on the switch we are met up with a Bronzong of their own, and unfortunately my backline is really struggling up against this Pokemon. So we will try to take that shield out of play. And right after I will bring my Latios into the game, because I know that Latios with Gardevoir around will have no play at all for the end game, and we can still go ahead and pressure for the knockout, which is kinda impressive if you ask me. Not gonna be able to reach the Dragon Claw. One charm is more than enough to destroy me down at this point. Malamar at the back, and now Payback will do a lot of damage on that Pokemon. Can we go ahead and get that shield? Yes we can, trainers, and we will stay a little bit more extra here because we know that we can have the upper hand with our Deoxys since they can sacrifice some energy. So all I want to do at this point is to get to that Psycho Boost at some point, and then perhaps if we can tank one charm we can definitely destroy them down. Look at that, trainers, one charm, we had about 80% of HP and we get destroyed down. I was not expecting this. I knew that Deoxys is fragile, but I didn't know it is so much fragile. Into the final one now, and we're having up against us this Victini, able to finish it off pretty fast, and right after we're gonna fall down to those charms. Once against Gardevoir is gonna be one of those very bad ones that we can counter, so hopefully we can finish it off. Braxis at the end, all we have to do is to not fire off a move and start farming down, but the bite damage is absolutely insane, and we're gonna fall short to the final battle as well. So my elo was kinda ruined, I know, but still it was so much fun running this team. Now you know how you can play the fastest team ever, but of course it's all up to you because it is not gonna provide the best results ever. So this team was extremely fun, and I was pretty blessed that I was trying to play this team, and yeah, it kinda worked. So why not try it for yourselves if you do not care about your elo that early in the season. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Just be sure to like this video before you go, and of course consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more of my content. And of course, speaking of more of my content, just be sure to check one of those two videos that I have prepared for you, and I will see you all into our next upload.